What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's gameplay, I got some Warzone gameplay for you guys. Now I know I haven't played Warzone in some time, so it's finally back. I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay in the background, but today's real talk is gonna be four core values that men must possess in order for them to be either successful or just be valued really as a man in general. Now, there's hundreds of core values out there that people, most know about, whether it's patience and all those other additional things that not much of a talk about. But these are just fundamental core values that I feel is a must-have by all men in order for them to be seen as confident, successful, and ultimately seen really as a man of value, both in the professional world, in the friendship side of a life, and also on the dating and ultimately the love side of life. So these core values, I'm just going to describe them as much as best as I can. This is based on really my experience. So I really hope you guys let me know in the comment section if you agree or disagree with some of the things I'll be mentioning here. So the first core value we're going to be talking about is courage. Now, courage is ultimately an extremely, and I feel like it's really the most important value. The reason being is because without courage, there's no confidence. If you don't have confidence in life, how are you going to be successful both in your professional life and even your love life? Because courage ultimately is really you have to have that sort of power to overcome fear. Now, fear is always going to be there. You're always going to be afraid of something. But courage is really comes in when you're able to overcome that fear and ultimately just approach that cute woman that you like or that cute man that you like. So this is really where courage comes into play, being able to overcome the fear of rejection, the fear of commitment, and things like that. So courage is the number one core value. I believe, and honestly, just truly believe that it's the number one thing that men must possess at all time. Without courage, honestly, you're never gonna be able to step up to your boss or even your manager and let him know, like, hey, I need a raise because I'm doing X, Y, Z, or other person's doing X, Y, Z, getting paid as much as me. So this is really where the courage comes in because people are gonna value you more as a man and value you more based on your what you bring into society. Whether it's positive or negative, it can be either or. But really, courage is extremely important for a man to possess. So number two, compassion. Now, I know I'm gonna get some backlash when it comes to this because I know compassion is something a lot of us men like to hide. Not many of us like to actually share or act compassionate towards someone. But compassion in general is something that's extremely important. Not only is it important because of the professional life and just the professional aspect of things, specifically with leadership, but it's also very much needed nowadays in the love life when it comes to women and even men in some cases. I'm not quite sure how some men view those things, but when it comes to women, women have started to becoming more apprehensive and ultimately more attracted towards men that show compassion for others. And men just in general though are actually showing more kind of not so much of the alpha in a sense, but more of like being nice to, weaker person in a sense. So person that's in need, being able to help, feeding the homeless, volunteering for a shelter, things like that. Those are really things that a lot of women get absolutely attracted to a man because they see that weaker side of him and just kind of like it's not always about, yes, me big, me strong type of situation. So passion is really an absolutely important role when it comes to either the professional side or even the love side. Now, for the professional side, I'm somebody that's in the military right now, and honestly, out of the years that I've been in, I feel like all my men's and just women in general actually will follow me more the more compassionate I was with them and just be able to feel the issues that they were going through in life and things that they were going through than the time in which I was being hard-headed and just kind of just focusing on the mission rather than actually focusing on the well-being of my Marines or the well-being in general with my military man. So this is really where compassion comes into play because without compassion, I feel like you're gonna lose respect of just your followers in general, even your leaders in general. You're gonna lose a lot of their respect, and once you lose that respect, it's extremely, extremely hard to get it back. All right, so number three, commitment. Now, commitment means a lot of things. The real definition of commitment is a state of equality, being dedicated to a cause of activity or activity. Now, commitment can be very broad in the aspect of which it can be committed to a relationship, committed to a specific career, or just committed to yourself. But the reality of things is the way I view commitment specifically in this case is really you being committed to yourself. You being committed to yourself, your self values, your core values as a man, and really just kind of having a self commitment to always be striving for success and striving to get better. It's really where I see commitment in general. Is where I put it as my number three core value. And like I said before, there's dozens of core values out there, if not hundreds of core values. But these are going to be the four top ones that I have. So I really want you guys to go down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think so far. Whether you guys like it, agree, disagree, and stuff like that. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Don't forget about that though, because you guys really help the channel. But yeah, so commitment is something that is exceptionally for some people it's hard, because don't get me wrong, this is where motivation comes into play, and a lot of people need to find that motivation to get back. So for me, I love the gym. I'm somebody that loves to go just kind of work out and stuff like that. Specifically with this whole COVID-19 thing, it's going to be extremely hard for me to go back to the gym and be committed again to go to the gym, because I had a full routine during, pretty much the hours of 11 all the way up to like 1300 hours at the gym for just working hard. It's like 90 minutes every single day, 7 days a week, where it was just like that specific routine. I was committed to that routine, and that was really what I was, focusing on. So when you kind of get drifted out of it, it's gonna be a little bit hard. So this is pretty much the gym aspect and your personal commitment to yourself. Now, the professional commitment aspect of this is really you being truthful to yourself. There's times in which you know your worth, and there's other time you know your weaknesses. So you have to be committed to always improve your self-worth and ultimately be able to improve your value in the workplace. The more value you bring to the workplace, the more money you're going to earn overall. You may not see it right now, but you're going to bring more money into your, yourself and ultimately to your family down the road. Honestly, if you're not happy with where you work and you feel like you're never going to get promoted or you're never going to get paid more, you may as well just kind of shift out of it, start your own business, join a different business, look somewhere else. But that's not something we're going to be talking too much about in this video. Now, in the love aspect of commitment, this is also a little bit more complicated, obviously, because you can be committed to a person 110%, and that person may not actually be committed as much to you as you are to them. So this is something that's very delicate. I can't even say that word, but ultimately, it's kind of hard when it comes to commitment within a relationship. It's really, this is why I say you have to be committed to not so much the other person, but just you and your core values. You have to know what's right and wrong based on yourself and really what you feel. So you have to be committed to yourself, feeling and your self-worth. Some people would say, like, hey, you should be committed more to the other person and whatnot, which is perfectly fine. I just have my point of view when it comes to those things. Now, the fourth and final core value for this is ultimately going to be respect. So respect obviously can be anywhere in any of this, one through three pretty much. But I name it number four because really respect is something that should be natural to a lot of us. If you have no self-respect, you're not gonna have courage. If you have no self-respect, you're not gonna have compassion or even commitment to yourself. So really respect, I feel like it just should be a natural thing. But honestly, respect is one of the key aspects to success. Because if you respect yourself as a human being and just respect yourself really as who you are and who you want to be, you're going to be able to just have the courage to overcome failures, have the courage to kind of go through rejection without really fearing it. Eventually, you're always going to feel rejection one way or another. Like even me to this day, I still feel rejection in some cases, even when I approach women, even though I'm married at this point. But like just kind of like if I go back to dating life and I decide to start approaching women and whatnot, it's going to be hard because it's always going to be, you're going to have that courage and ultimately and all those things specifically after X, Y, Z years of me being married and now being single, it's going to be hard for me to go back into it. So this is really where respect comes into play. You have to have that courage of letting somebody know, like, hey, you're stepping into my boundaries, or hey, you're getting out of line type of situation. In the professional life, respect is really extremely complicated in the sense of which some of you might depend on that specific job for your income. A lot of Americans don't have any sort of emergency savings or any sort of savings really, except for a few $100s that they have on the side, and that's not enough usually for individuals to be able to live off. So you have to have that respect to yourself to kind of put more money to the side, put it more into savings in order for you to be able to kind of leave that job where your boss absolutely hates you and just doesn't respect you as a human being, doesn't treat you as you should be treated, and doesn't value you really for who you are and what you bring to the business in general. So you have to have that self-respect of like being able to save as much as you can, or potentially just look elsewhere, apply elsewhere, start going to interviews and all those things. So this is really where respect comes into play. Now, guys, this was all my 4 core values. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think, whether you guys agree or disagree with what I brought up to you. I really hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay so far. I seriously hope that you guys watched it until the very end. Those of you that did, you guys are the MVP for this channel. I'm really trying to grow this channel as much as I can. We are already at almost 400 subscribers. I honestly did not expect to get anywhere near this anytime soon, but we made it. I mean, the channel's up about 2 months now, so it's been exceptionally great. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there with the COVID-19 issue. Don't be afraid of the so-called darkness and just the zombie apocalypse and all those things. Always keep your head up. Keep a positive mindset all the time. And I really hope to see you guys in the next video. Without further ado, enjoy your week, and see you next one. Have a good day.
Mark it. What? Ah! God damn it, I'm down. They got us.
Got him.
There's one more right by A. Oh, damn it. Did we lose that first?
Yeah, we did.
What, guys? You guys are supposed to be playing outside. No, go play outside till 5:30 because you guys came inside and played around. Go. Shit, we're white. Fuck. All right. Damn it. 29 seconds. I got a guy. No! Fuck!
What's good?
It's by that tower. There's 2 of them, one up top and one just went up the stairs. He jumped down.
Enemy dropping into the
Right there. Oh yeah, get that money. Get that money, get the money, get the money, get the money, get the money. There you go. Yeah. Ah! Fuck! I thought when you grabbed that money, I thought that was it.
Yeah. They weren't nobodies though. They didn't mark or anything, so it feels like a king, or it feels like one of the red bags, and
Yeah.
so.
Good shit, guys. Guys, hey, you want to run it back?
Yeah, I'm down.